Okay, so let's go back to hibernation. And in Spanish it's hibernación. And what do we know about hibernación? That they sleep, right? And we kind of had an example of an animal that hibernates. And what was that? Bear. A bear. But he's not the only one. Remember that. So the definition for that is when an animal goes into a deep sleep. No, my writing is not. For a long, we could just put for a long time. Sorry guys. Okay. When an animal goes into a sleep for a long time. So I'm going to give you about a minute to write that down while I fix this board up. So what could be a good synonym for hibernation? Sleep. We could probably even put deep sleep, right? We could put sleep. We'll put sleep. Okay. And a sentence with hibernation. The bear goes into hibernation in the winter. Very good. The bears, or we could put, yeah, we'll put the bear. The bear goes into hibernation in the winter. And let's underline that. The bear goes into hibernation in the winter. And I have our card, hibernation, and it has a picture of a bear. He's kind of sleeping. So what we could put, we can probably draw maybe a little bear, his little ears, with his little eyes closed, with his little body like this. Of course, they're not out in the elements. Normally they're probably like in caves or something. And you could just put Z's to show that he is asleep. Right? He is asleep. So go ahead and finish drawing that. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and go to our next word. Our next word is dormancy. Dormancy. Now, what do you notice about that word, dormancy? It's kind of like a cognate, but what does that remind you of in Spanish? Dormir, right? Which means to sleep. But dormancy is kind of like sleeping, but it's more like resting. Even though it has dormancy on there, and we would think of dormancy, we think of dormir, which is to sleep in Spanish. It's just basically resting. It's resting for a long time. Even though it does look like it's asleep, especially the trees. The trees in the winter. See that? Resting for a long time. If you look at it, probably someone would probably say, well, that tree's dead. Or maybe even the grass, because the grass looks different in winter as well. So we're going to put the definition is resting for a long time. And so how long is it resting for? You remember what we talked about seasons? Yeah, until it changes again, until the next season comes. And since they're basically asleep or they're resting during winter, so when will it change? In spring.